Sonic Boom is a high-speed animated adventure that brings new energy to the world of Sonic the Hedgehog. Join Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and Styx as they defend their island home from the evil Dr. Eggman, face hilarious challenges, and prove that teamwork and courage can overcome any obstacle. In the first episode of series Deep Within a Canyon, Sonic chases Dr. Eggman through a corkscrew-shaped mineshaft. Eggman unleashes Burnbot to stop him, but Sonic mocks the robot's name since it only has pincers. As they battle, Tails arrives in the tornado and helps Sonic with a move called the Speeding Swing Surprise. Sonic uses the Ender Beam to launch Burnbot into a wall, but Burnbot damages the tornado, causing Tails to crash. Sonic defeats Burnbot temporarily and rushes to the wreckage, finding Tails alive but unconscious. Sonic, feeling responsible, decides to fire Tails to keep him safe. Back home, Tails wakes up, but Sonic insists he's retired as a sidekick and begins hosting tryouts for a replacement. Amy, Fastidious Beaver, Knuckles, and a mysterious cloaked figure, revealed to be Tails, apply. Even Dr. Eggman joins in, secretly plotting to eliminate both Sonic and Tails. Sonic lets Tails, Eggman, and Fastidious proceed to the final challenge, a hoverboard race to retrieve a flag. Tails and Eggman outpace the others, with Eggman attacking Tails mid-race. The two continue their rivalry in the sky until Burnbot returns, this time with firepower. Tails crashes again but is rescued by Sonic. They work together to defeat Burnbot, who sinks into a frozen lake. In the end, Sonic realizes how brave and loyal Tails truly is, and rehires him as his sidekick. Meanwhile, Amy auditions to be Knuckles' sidekick, hoping for a second chance elsewhere. In the next episode, one stormy night, Dr. Eggman unexpectedly shows up at Tails' house, asking for shelter because his lair was damaged by the storm. Sonic reluctantly agrees, on the condition that Eggman stays only a few days and alone. However, Eggman immediately reveals Orbot and Cubit are with him too. The next morning, Amy, Knuckles, and Styx are shocked to see Eggman living with Team Sonic. Amy insists they show compassion, while Styx is convinced Eggman is hiding an evil plan. Throughout the day, Eggman proves to be an annoying house guest, criticizing meals, hoarding food, causing pillow fights, and keeping everyone awake. Sonic and Tails plan to kick him out, but Amy forces a roommate meeting, urging open communication. Sonic expresses his frustration, which causes Eggman to fake tears and guilt trip the group. Amy convinces Sonic to give him one more chance. Eggman tries to improve, but forces Sonic and Tails into late-night board games and TV binges. Exhausted, they discover too late that Eggman was lying the whole time. His fortress was fine, and he wanted them too tired to stop his 50-foot obliterator bot. However, the robot misinterprets its orders and destroys Eggman's own lair instead. Team Sonic agrees to help Eggman stop the bot, not to save him, but to get him out of their house. Sonic and Tails, despite being sleep-deprived, manage to activate the kill switches and destroy the robot, though the fortress is already in ruins. Later, Eggman asks to stay with them again, but Sonic drags him back to his wrecked lair. Amy offers therapy, but Eggman runs off screaming. In the next episode, Dr. Eggman wakes up at his lair, ready to unleash his latest weapon, the Egg Tank, on Team Sonic, who are enjoying an outdoor movie. The battle begins with Crabbots attacking, but Sonic and friends easily fight them off. Tails modifies the movie projector into a soundwave weapon. Eggman then fires a plasma ball, super weapon, at Sonic, which Amy deflects, prompting Eggman to respond with a super duper weapon laser. The collision of the two energy blasts, combined with a lightning strike, creates a massive explosion of light. The next day, Eggman wakes up only to realize the exact same events are repeating. He's trapped in a time loop caused by the fusion of the plasma ball, laser, and lightning bolt. At first, he tries to break the loop by not fighting, but it fails. Seeing an opportunity, Eggman uses the loop to perfect his plan and eventually captures Sonic, only for the loop to reset again, ruining his victory. Frustrated, Eggman begins to indulge in wild behavior, like cutting his mustache and eating junk food, knowing the day will always reset. Out of options, he turns to Sonic and Tails for help. They're skeptical until Eggman proves his knowledge of future events. At May Burger, Tails theorizes that the explosion's energy can be stopped by containing it with a super dense container. Eggman uses multiple loops to build the container and eventually gets Knuckles to carry it, after solving his fear of an upcoming dentist visit, thanks to Styx yanking the tooth out. With everything in place, the plan succeeds and the loop ends. Eggman wakes up to a new day with Orbot making a different breakfast, confirming he's finally free. Relieved, Eggman hugs Orbot, only to be startled by a camera flash from Cubit, capturing the moment. In the next episode, Dr. Eggman discovers that his particle accelerator has been stolen and summons the local police. While giving a dramatic and emotional description of the missing device, he accuses Sonic of stealing it, citing Chili Dog remains stains and footprints as evidence. Despite Sonic's denial, the wolf policeman arrives with photos of other village thefts that all seem to point to Sonic. To clear his name, Sonic escapes and sets out to find the true culprit. Meanwhile, Aang continues spiking Eggman through the air. Angry villagers gather at Mayor Fink's mansion, demanding justice. Knuckles offers to catch Sonic himself, but refuses help from the villagers, only to exit the mansion through a window after failing to open the front door. Disguised as Bob, Sonic hides out in another village working at a warehouse. He hears rumors about a stranger in the West Forest, but when his coworker Earl is hit by a stray horseshoe and injured, Sonic puts his search on hold to help him. A doctor named Doc tells Sonic he needs a pink orchid from the East Forest to cure Earl. While retrieving the flower, Sonic bumps into Knuckles, who thinks Sonic, as Bob, knows where the real Sonic is. Sonic reveals himself and explains he's innocent, and Knuckles agrees to help him. They deliver the orchid, help Earl, and then resume the investigation. They eventually find a remote shack, where they're attacked by Metal Sonic, the true thief. After Knuckles is knocked out, Sonic battles Metal Sonic, who uses the stolen particle accelerator to power himself up. Sonic tricks him into overloading the device with a thrown horseshoe, causing an explosion that disables Metal Sonic. Back in the village center, Sonic returns the stolen items, but Eggman still insists Sonic is guilty. However, Earl reveals Metal Sonic as the real culprit. Eggman reluctantly retreats with his robot and device. Sonic and Knuckles share a laugh after Earl is hit by another horseshoe. That night, some villagers, still unaware Sonic was cleared, continue hunting him but are scared off by spooky forest sounds. In the Season 1 finale, Dr. Eggman gathers all the villains on Seaside Island, including the Lightning Bolt Society, T.W. Barker and his stunt bears, and Charlie in his mech suit, to finally defeat Team Sonic together. At the same time, Team Sonic struggles to build a complicated bookcase from Bjorn Valden. Back in Eggman's lair, tensions rise among the villains until Shadow the Hedgehog arrives. Eggman is thrilled, but Shadow quickly criticizes everyone and refuses to participate in team-building exercises. After insulting Eggman, Shadow teleports away, calling the villains fools. Though disappointed, Eggman is encouraged by the others, who affirm their loyalty. Both teams then get to work, Sonic's team trying to build the new bookcase, and Eggman's villains training harder. Later, Eggman ambushes the village center with his giant robot and his villain team. Team Sonic is forced to split up. Amy and Styx chase the Lightning Bolt Society, Tails battles Mothbot, and Knuckles fights T.W. Barker. Eggman tries to overwhelm Sonic with help from Charlie and Badniks, but Sonic uses the broken bookcase as a seesaw to launch himself into Charlie's mech, knocking it into Giant Robot and disabling both. Just as Sonic corners Eggman, Shadow returns and attacks Sonic, frustrated by Eggman's failures. Shadow temporarily defeats Sonic in battle, but Eggman ruins the moment by accidentally blinding him with a selfie flash. Sonic recovers and lands an uppercut on Shadow. Meanwhile, Team Sonic defeats the other villains. Shadow, annoyed, tells Eggman he can't work with him and promises to fight Sonic again on his own terms before teleporting away. With the battle over, Team Sonic celebrates, then turns on Eggman. As punishment, they use his Eggmobile and Eggman inside as a volleyball, tossing him around for fun. In the first episode of Season 2, Team Sonic and the villagers gather at May Burger to meet action movie star Tommy Thunder, who's promoting his new film. While most are excited, Sonic is skeptical, dismissing Tommy as just an actor. Tommy signs autographs and inspires fans, including Tails, before the event is interrupted by Dr. Eggman, who's attacking a bakery over a missing pastry. Team Sonic confronts him, and Sonic uses a stale baguette to defeat Eggman and his B-Bots, sending him flying. Impressed, Tommy asks to shadow Sonic for movie research. While most of the team supports the idea, Sonic is hesitant. Tommy tries winning Sonic over with gifts and VIP dinners, but it's Amy who convinces Sonic to give him a chance. However, Tommy quickly becomes annoying, copying Sonic and asking endless questions. During a robbery by the Weasel Bandits, Team Sonic stops the villains, but Tommy stages a retake to make it look like he was the hero. When Sora the reporter arrives, Tommy steals all the credit, frustrating Sonic. Later, Tommy brags on the Comedy Chimp Show, claiming he defeated the bandits. Watching from his lair, Eggman is irritated when Tommy calls him out on air. Despite baking muffins, Eggman launches an attack with Badniks and Obliterator Bot, ambushing Tommy. Terrified, Tommy runs to Sonic and admits he's not a real hero, even revealing Tommy Thunder isn't his real name. Sonic defeats Eggman's forces with speed, cleverness, and his Enter Beam, forcing Eggman to flee when his muffins are ready. Though Tommy gets all the credit again, Sonic chooses not to expose him, wanting to protect his image for his fans. The next day, Team Sonic treats Sonic to May Burger as thanks for his maturity. When Knuckles requests the VIP room, Dave denies it ever existed, proving Styx' earlier suspicions right. In the next episode, on a calm Sunday, Sonic is racing Tails, with Knuckles trailing on a hoverboard. But the fun is cut short when Amy calls with an emergency. She needs Sonic to buy eggs for her baked Alaska. Sonic agrees and rushes to the village. On the way, he accidentally splashes Eggman with mud. Trying to make peace, Sonic lets Eggman splash him back, but Eggman only makes things worse and ends up muddier. Frustrated, Eggman attacks with his robots, but is easily defeated, drawing mockery from the villagers. Feeling misunderstood, he decides to improve his image by creating a video game about himself, Stash Smash. When Tails and Knuckles mock the outdated style of the game, Eggman upgrades to a motion capture version, Super Stash Smash. He sends spy bots to film Team Sonic during a staged attack to capture their move, and even includes footage of his own awkward stunt, much to Sonic confusion. Wanting better material, Eggman tries to recruit Shadow the Hedgehog, who quickly rejects him. So Eggman tricks Sonic into giving vague comments, then poorly edits the footage to make it look like Sonic insulted Shadow. He shows it to Shadow, who, despite the obvious fake edit, is enraged and heads out for revenge. In the village center, Shadow ambushes Knuckles and Tails, defeating them with ease. Amy and Styx also try to fight, but are effortlessly taken down. Before passing out, Amy manages to call Sonic for help. Sonic arrives to find his team hurt and unconscious. He asks Shadow why he did this, but instead gets tackled through trees and into a wall. Dazed and pinned, Sonic is at Shadow's mercy as the episode ends on a dramatic cliffhanger. In the series finale, picking up where the previous episode ended, Shadow is about to finish off a stunned Sonic, but Sonic distracts him with nonsense and surprises him with a counterattack. The two battle fiercely as Eggman watches from above, recording the fight with spy bots for his video game. Once he's satisfied with the footage, Eggman leaves for his lair. During the fight, Shadow reveals he attacked Sonic because of insulting comments Sonic allegedly made. Sonic realizes Eggman edited the footage to manipulate Shadow. Furious at being tricked, Shadow storms off to confront Eggman. At Eggman's lair, Shadow breaks in while Eggman escapes to the roof. He uses a portal device to flee to another dimension, leaving Morpho disguised as a unicorn to avoid Shadow's wrath. Eggman arrives in an alternate universe and tricks Lord Eggman into taking his place back in Sonic's world. Meanwhile, Team Sonic is recovering from Shadow's attack when Lord Eggman shows up to fight. Shadow interrupts and is redirected to the dimension Eggman fled to. Sonic follows him. In the alternate dimension, Metal Sonic attacks Sonic and Shadow with new upgrades using Eggman's game data. They struggle against him until Eggman accidentally drops the portal device, opening a rift. Sonic and Shadow push Metal Sonic into it, and Eggman follows. Back in their own world, the battle continues in the village center. Team Sonic joins the fight even though they're injured. Amy, Tails, Knuckles, and Styx each try to fight Metal Sonic but fail, until they team up using enter beams to restrain him. Styx lands the final blow by jamming her staff into his chest, shutting him down. As they celebrate, Shadow appears again and declares this is just the beginning. He reveals that he's kidnapped both Eggmans, intending to keep them in the same dimension long enough to cause a universal anomaly. As storm clouds gather, Tails warns that this could destroy everything. Their only hope is to repair Metal Sonic, who has a built-in homing beacon to locate Eggman. While Tails works on repairs, the team splits up to search. Sonic eventually follows Metal Sonic to a cave where both Eggmans are tied up. He opens a portal and kicks Lord Eggman through it, stopping the anomaly and clearing the skies. Team Sonic celebrates. Shadow returns briefly to acknowledge Sonic's efforts, then teleports away again, promising another battle someday. Eggman is thrilled to have video game footage, until Orbot informs him that lightning destroyed all the data. Eggman shrugs it off, saying, "There's always next season." Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, stay fast.